All right, what's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36 with my boy Struggle Made 105, Freddie Stevensons, and this is Inside Drills, a podcast where we go rough, raw, rugged. We just kind of hit it, the topics or whatever we're going into, the way that we feel necessary and the way that we cover it. We got a special guest coming right now. We get some schedule, not scheduling. We get some technical issues all cleared out and on the way. But if you haven't heard of this guy, we're gonna let him tell his story and how he got to it. But man, um, dude is hilarious, man. And I, I just got so many questions. I need to know where he gets his apparel. That's the first thing, and I need to know um, what coach who who talked to him that way because it's too authentic to have not. Hell, I thought he played at Clemson. I was looking back through when I played to see if he was on the roster at Clemson or something at first, but we're gonna go through it and just chop it up with him and basically that's what the show is gonna be about. We'll talk about we'll talk about what we need to talk about in terms of FSU stuff later. But again, this isn't an FSU podcast. This is a podcast about all things sports. So, see, hopefully we got him now. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
We good. How you doing?
Oh, no, that ain't
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, look at me too. Hey, I've been in the gym, man. You see, I couldn't fit this shirt a few weeks ago, Jan.
Yeah, man. I'm about to ask you. That ain't no hurricane shirt, is it?
Nah, this Polkway shirt, Polk County.
Okay, I was about to say, man, we don't have to get on you now. We can't.
Y'all didn't tell me we was doing that. I'm in my hoodie. Y'all got your sleeves rolled up.
Man, listen, bro, we in Florida. Where are you at, bro? Where are you located out of? I gotta know.
Maryland.
Oh,
Maryland.
See, you in a hoodie out of for survival. We in Florida, bro. Yeah. It's 73 degrees outside right now.
But it's raining out here today.
Oh man, that's ugly. What part of Maryland?
Right now, Burtonsville, Maryland. I grew up in Lowell, Maryland, PG County, but Lowell's kind of split up with different counties. But I lived in PG.
So that's DC, right?
No, that's Maryland. So that's outside of DC. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so PG, is that the Wire, Maryland, or is that like what's like? So us people ain't from
PG got a lot of different areas. It's versatile. Like it's the richest black county in the country, if I'm not mistaken. Right. So it's a lot of good areas, and then it's some different areas. But yeah, if you get closer to DC, I guess that's what you referring to as the Wire, Maryland.
Yeah, like because I was trying to figure out when you said that, I'm like, man, he don't sound nothing like them cats from the Wire. Like,
nah.
I was trying to,
nah.
But all right, so okay, so how in the hell did you get started with this? And like, are you an athlete? Did you play? Like, what is going on? Like, how did you get this Mr. Go 30 or Coach Go 30 character? And then who are these kids that he's out? Who the hell is Davis? And why did he recruit Davis? Oh man, that look.
He might have froze on.
Yeah, man. I hope I ain't lose him again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. All right, it was a delay for a second, but I heard your question a little bit. You said, how did I get my start? That was one of the questions.
Basically, yeah.
So I'm gonna answer that, and then if I don't answer everything, just okay. All right. So all right. First of all, I did play football. I played safety. I played football from the 3rd grade, so it was a long time. I had experiences with a lot of coaches, and I had a coach in college who I won't mention, but this is pretty much where the character comes from, and one day I was doing skits, right? At the top of this year, I just started to do skits and post content. And it wasn't really football. It was a lot of various things or whatever came into my mind. And then eventually I just had an idea to do like a coach in the film room. and or in a defensive meeting, wasn't necessarily the film room. And then that skit kind of blew up a little bit on Instagram. I left it alone for a little bit. I didn't go back to that. And then eventually I decided to go back to that. Once I went back to that again, it blew up again. So I'm like, okay, I got something here. And then I just kept on going with that until this point, really.
All right, so that makes sense. So that answers the question. All right, so I'm not saying that ain't no high school coaching right there. That's some college coaching right there. So again, we won't pry. We don't want to embarrass the guy. I can respect that. Where did these were these like names of teammates that you just had, or just random last names? Because Davis is obviously like just not doing what he needed to do.
You said the names of like the characters? Were they teammates?
Yeah.
No, so those are just these are just basic names. I made up and continue to make up. There's no connection to nobody, but I think people like on teams and locker rooms, some of the guys you probably be like, man, I seen a character like that in my locker room. I had a character like that on my team, but it's nobody in particular. I just make up the names.
Hey, I got a question, man. How much? I don't know if you got a deal worked out or what. But how much in a month's time do you spend on gear? Like, because every day I see you with a new fit, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, man.
I can hear you. I think you said it was cutting out, but you said you talk about the merch, right? Yeah, how much I spend on the merch or where I'm getting it from. Okay. Yeah, the thing about the merch was, so at first I was just doing Clemson. I already had Clemson stuff because, I like Clemson. That's my team. And so that's my first video started with Clemson. Then I think the first video I did wasn't Clemson. It was UT, University of Texas, because somebody sent me that stuff. So I did videos with the University of Texas, and then I started getting requests to do other schools. So my next video, which was FSU, which was the next team that I did, somebody sent me that. Then eventually, the requests kept coming, and it would be like specific plays, and I couldn't wait on nobody to just send stuff or anything. So I was like, man, I got to go and get it. So what I do is two ways. I either go out to a local spot, whether that be like a Lids or some spot in the mall, something, and get something. If I know it's not there, then that means I got to order it to the time. Order from Nike.com, comes in, and I'm able to do the video. So the budget for most videos is especially if it's college, it's close to like 100, 120 a video.
Okay.
Oh, so you actually getting so you're buying? Okay, that's because when you got I think it was like Utah State or it was some school that was just obscure. Like, man, how the hell? Where did he find that? But the FSU gear, man.
Yeah, people was like, "There's no way you just got that laying around."
Right. Because that's what my thing. I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, I got the big schools, but like, come on, bro. I don't even know what their mascot is. Yeah. But the FSU one is really where I found it. Because that game, me and Freddie, we did our own roast of the team because we do an instant reaction every game. And I actually took it, and that's where we both played at. And it was just, the play was just so, it was hurtful already to see it, but then that actually it wasn't me getting roasted, but it made me feel better because it was hilarious. That young man has been playing better, maybe because you critiqued him, but that young man's been playing a lot better this season. But like, how do you find the play, and then take us through the creative process?
I'm not hearing nothing.
All right. Can you hear us now? All right. We'll get him go. So at least you got that one question answered, though, Fred, because I was really damn curious to where the hell. Like, now explaining why he did so much Clemson and all this other stuff. So I'm like, damn, dog, how you get the gear so quick? He paying first class shipping. Like that's priority.
Hey, man,
To get this
I gotta
stuff
get
here.
on him when he get back, man. What he say in the richest county in the country or whatever?
Yeah, man, they
What's up with
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi, man?
yeah, we gotta up the Wi-Fi, man, or or
He
he's
put that money
using.
towards something else.
All right,
He should be back soon.
he's back.
Yeah, I think the problem is the rain. I told you it's raining out here in
Oh,
Maryland.
he did say
I
rain.
think that's what's going on.
Yeah,
And it's just,
whatever you
messing
just did
up my
right there,
signal
like
and
you
everything,
clear
the Wi-Fi.
and everything.
But did y'all hear that?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay, cool.
So take us through the creative process on the videos. Oh man.
What'd you just say? I'm sorry, it was cutting out.
Nah, you good. Take us through the creative process on the videos.
Oh man, it's frozen. Okay, got you. I heard that. So hopefully y'all can hear me now. But essentially, the first thing I start with, I say a prayer for inspiration. Put God first. I just do that, and then I usually just like relax, whatever, to take my mind off things. Watch something on TV or take a nap, and then at some point, like, something would just come to me as far as what to do or say. Like when I'm breaking down the film in the video, that kind of funny. When I'm breaking down the film in the video, that's kind of just natural, just from being in so many meetings. It's usually that what I think about is like, that last I do. That's usually, what I think about or how I want to incorporate certain things. Especially if I'm doing a video that's that a company is featured in or something. Those type of things that I got to think about. Or, if I'm doing two different teams, sometimes you've seen that, and I got to do a transition. Those things that take some brain power. But yeah, pretty much the process.
What is the Air app, by the way?
So the Air app, it is like Tinder for for recruiting. So it's an excellent idea. It's just college, high school athletes looking to get to the next level can get on that app. They can swipe left or right on schools, and the coaches from that school right on them. When you match, you can talk to that student, that athlete, or that coach.
Like, is that something you came up with some people, or like, cause like I was sitting there for the longest. I was like, man, what the hell is an Air app? Like, what is this man talking about? Or is that just one of your sponsors?
Oh, we bad.
So I know you're speaking about the Air app. But the Air app, we have like a partnership, a deal, it's an ongoing thing. Basically, like, I guess you could say it's an endorsement or whatever the case, but that's pretty much what it is. Obviously, I'm new to everything as far as me blowing up is just like in the last 3 months. They've kind of been a part of that the whole time, and it's just going to continue to grow, and it's just kind of get stronger.
So it's really new to this year. I don't let these people bully me into following you, even though it's been a great follow. But I told you kind of before we started about how I found out about you. I had somebody send me something, and I just put it on because I don't know how. I'm still learning this TikTok, man. I called it TikTok for the longest, and I was putting it up there, and then everybody was like, "You could have at least done this." And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know who he is. And they put it, and it's been actually one of the best follows I've had, man. You keep me in stitches with these film breakdowns, man.
Say that one more time.
I said you basically keep me in stitches with the film breakdowns, but like for you to only have been doing this for so long and to have a following that you have, man, that's really impressive. Probably.
Oh, you said as far as like just only for the 3 months?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what you've been able to do for the last few months for that to be that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, all glory to God. Like I had no clue as far as what I was doing or how to go about things or what's gonna be, the key to growth. I just was, making videos and people liked them. So I appreciate everybody that shares, everybody that comments and pushes the stuff out. And you see it's almost like a cult following, and you but yeah, I love it.
Man, you ever had a situation with a follower, somebody that was in the video? Like, cause I see it all the time, man. Like, I was laughing at everything, then I seen that FSU video. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to block my boy, man. But you ever had a situation with one of the people that was in the video where they like in their feelings about it a little bit?
Have I had a situation where, are you speaking like one of the players from the video said something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all been positive. Like people, they say something, but it's not like negative. They're just good sports, and they just like they'll laugh at the video. They'll be like, "Oh, nah, chill," or they'll be like, one guy was like, he said something like, "Oh, next time I won't piss down my leg, coach." And then they're fun with it. Everybody's a good sport. Like the crazy thing is, this started off as it was supposed to be making the butt of the joke is supposed to be the coaches, and just how crazy they act in the in the film room and things they say to us, and that kind of took on a life of its own as far as the film and the players, and people wanted me to get on players, but
So where are you getting your requests from? Just DMs or like people just saying like, "Hey man, roast me." Just because if they good sport, man. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. So you're getting plenty. Some of that film ain't from TV copy.
Man. Yeah, it must be pouring down over there. We had it bad yesterday.
Yeah. That's crazy though. So for people who kind of been going in and out, my man has it's pouring down, raining up there up in Maryland where he's at. But we got Mr. Go 30, kind of internet sensation in terms of breaking down film. Got to go give him a follow on Twitter. I know it's at Mr. Go 30 on Twitter. I think it's Mr. Go 30 on TikTok. Am I right on that? No, he just came back.
Yeah, Mr. Go 30 on Twitter and Instagram, and then Mr. Go 30 on TikTok. Yeah, somebody stole my name on TikTok. This was even before all this, so that was weird. But yeah, we just made it work.
Where did the name come from? I never thought about that. Where did it come from?
Yeah, so I got a question. When I'm talking, I know my internet is all messed up. When I'm talking, do you guys hear me smooth, or is it like shaking up?
No, we hear you. We hear you when you talk.
Yeah, the video is a little shifty, but the voice is good.
Okay, perfect. All right, so it's about a 2-minute story or whatever. But essentially, what happened was in high school we had this term called Go 30. What that meant was you and somebody had a situation or whatever pop off, y'all would fight or throw hands for 30 seconds, right? And so for me, it was just something that I made fun of. And so like anytime anybody would, the littlest thing, I tell somebody, oh nah, y'all got to go 30. I try to instigate the situation. So when I was picking my Twitter name, I had a Twitter name, and one of my friends, his name was Bird. We was riding. I was getting a ride home from somebody. He was in the car. He's like, man, your name should be Mr. Go 30. So I just switched it to that, and it's just been that ever since. And it became something that people call me, like they call me 30 actually as a nickname. And I think it was just the consistency of it that really made it stick and made it long term.
Gotcha. That's dope. Go 30. I'm gonna tell somebody that. All right. You got a problem, go 30 about it.
I know, yeah, that's I don't think 30 actually, you know what, 30 seconds is a long time when you really think about it. If you chop it down, if you're going hard, you're going you're gonna get tired, get burnt out. But now I didn't know what that meant. That's a good.
I've done in boxing. You'll do you'll do like a minute round when you're just like training or practicing, and yeah, it's a minute is long. It seems like.
So, why do you like Clemson? You gotta ask that. What made Clemson stand out?
Say that one more time.
Why do you like Clemson? Why Clemson? Don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that?
Say it one more time. You good now?
What makes Clemson your school, like your favorite school?
Oh, I'm a Panthers. I'm a Panthers fan as well. I was born in Newark, New Jersey, and I went to Staten Island, New York, spent some time there, and then settled in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so that's where all my teams are from. I'm a Hornets fan. I'm a Panthers fan, and then obviously like there's a lot of different schools down in North Carolina, and South Carolina is the Gamecocks and all of them, NC State, all of them, but I think it's just the colors. I think it's just the colors. Clemson is just my orange is like my favorite color, and then they was down in the Carolinas, so that's what I went with.
Okay, that's fair.
So we play Clemson tomorrow. So you done said it. We need a prediction out of you. What you rolling with tomorrow? FSU, they've been on the roll, and then Clemson, they've been struggling. Who you like?
You already know who I'm gonna go with, man. I'm gonna go with Clemson. Obviously, it's not the same. It's not the same. The thing is, man, like when you got generational talents at quarterback, and then you kind of move off that, it's not gonna be the same. But our defense balls out, every game. I'm looking for them to do the same, and I think we're gonna take home the W. I'm gonna be out there on the 20th, November 20th. I think they are playing Wake Forest.
Okay. You think it's close, or you got a tight game?
I say Clemson by 7.
Okay, that's fair. That's not disrespectful. I get it.
No disrespect.
Yeah. So have any schools like contacted you, like any wild collaborations you've kind of seen since you've been doing this?
So some small schools have contacted me to like go out there and like be in the film room and have like a film crew out there and stuff like that. They want to do that and like give me gear to do that, but obviously that hasn't happened yet. But tomorrow is Maryland's homecoming, so I'll be out there. I should have field access tomorrow, so I'll be able to. They play Indiana, so I'll be out there. I'll have their gear on, maybe do some coach reactions on the sideline. My first time doing something like that, so we'll see how it goes.
That's gonna be that's gonna be wild right there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I see you do the NBA and the NFL as well now. So man, shoot, I'm just to salute you, man. I'm hoping that it continues to thrive. I've been watching you. I actually looked back at your page and I saw some of the videos before you started doing the football content. I think it was one you in high school or something at lunch. Pretty dope video, funny man, but it's cool that you found that niche and you were able to stick with it.
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, it was just something that it was one of the ideas, and I just ran with it once I seen the numbers on it. So I'm happy. I'm happy it's blowing up. Happy people like it. And I want to keep on delivering, that content.
Oh, to touch on what you just said, man. I'm a guy, we talk about it all the time. Introvert, learning bit by bit how to use social media and stuff. To be honest with you, for a while, I was paying people to use my stuff because I ain't like dealing with it. But tell people the importance of social media and the impact it can make on you, because I ain't gonna lie, it was telling me to go live and all that stuff, and I wasn't paying it any attention. Then one day it said, you'll get this much money if you go live. So you damn right I was live that day, and I cashed that check. So tell them about that, because I've seen a lot of people over the course of the last year, they've been able to leave their jobs or just bringing a lot of money outside of their job.
Yeah. That's the thing about social media. Like I was just thinking about this the other day. It's like people always talking about, you have old heads talking about like, leave the social media alone and don't be on social media. It's like, man, social media is paying people's bills. Social media is covering people's college tuition. I know people that I've collabed with that pay their entire college tuition off social media. So it's about you, and are you going to take advantage of that or not? And so that's what it is. And even me myself, I was always that person too, who when a new platform would drop, I was always the one like, man, I ain't getting on that, man. It's always something new. I'm not about to waste my time and getting on that. Really, man, it was just, speaking out of fear. That's really what it is. Just feeling as though you can't, just the fear of, I have to build this following and stuff like that all over again. That's really where it comes from. But I think social media, it's a good thing when it's a tool. And so like any tool, you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. It can take up your time and keep you away from what you're supposed to be doing, or it can elevate whatever you're doing to the next level. So I think businesses, anybody who's a business owner, anybody who's doing anything, right now you got lawyers getting on social media, making videos just about, rappers' lyrics and stuff like that. It's blowing up. You got chiropractors, they're making videos. Dr. Pimple Popper, she, in the medical field, making videos, building that brand on social media. I think it's important.
Yeah, you said something that's real. A lot of people, like anything in the world, man, it's what you put into it. Like a lot of people can allow it to consume them to the point where it's like, man, if I ain't got social media, I don't know how to go on with my life. And I think that's what most people have an issue with. You see some people, they see other people's lives and they compare their lives to theirs and feel like, man, I'm not really living the life I'm supposed to be, or vice versa. They use their social media platform to kind of stun on somebody. But it's a great platform. Utilize it to your benefit, and shoot, anybody out there that's watching and you on the fence about it, hey, it's cash in it, man. You might have a job that's making some money, but listen, I can have $100 million right now. But if they told me I can make $1 million doing this, hey, man, that's 101. I'm taking it.
Facts.
So even when we was talking, Freddie, like when I realized that, getting into media in general, like I was out here working hard trying to make money. And I was like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I can go to sleep and wake up, watch sports and just talk about it and people going to pay me to have an opinion? It was like, yeah. I'm like, well, shoot. Well, I sign me up. And even with TikTok, my radio partner when he told me he got a check for $3,500 posting video clips of some quarterbacks he was training. And I'm like, you mean like $35 or $3,500. He said, nah, 35. He said, all I did was post it. He's like, I ain't even do nothing. I just put the clip up and then they did it. I said, man, I ain't that cool to turn out that much. I mean, even if 3,500 monthly is a lot to just put up a couple clips. But you even with what you're doing to create, I think it's really good for creatives. And I think what the big fear is that when anybody can talk, right? And I found that Twitter too. Anybody can have an opinion, but once you really put it out there and it's in the universe for people to critique, nobody wants to be told that they baby ugly. Like nobody, that's the fear. Nobody wants to have the fear of rejection. But when you're out there, you're doing it and you rock with it and you vibe with it, and then you see other people appreciate it, it's got to be a high for you. So, like I said, I appreciate what you're doing and can see the progression, especially that Texas Oklahoma one you did, where you were talking about, or even better, again you did Clemson, and Buddy said I could go to Oregon and I wouldn't be talking. And then you flipped. Even then, like that's creative, because one thing we can all say is that coaches are crazy. And coaches say some of the most off the wall stuff, no matter what level you're on.
Definitely, and yeah, to your point, it's like I always try to make myself laugh. First. That's when I first started. Just make myself laugh, put something out that I felt genuinely was funny, and then then it's just for the rest of the world to decide for themselves. And I always want to continue to progress. I don't want to be stale. I don't want to just be the same thing every single video. I want to have something where people can say, oh, that's different, or people can say, oh wow, that to provide that shock value. That's an important thing in comedy. And so that's what I keep looking for. I keep just searching for, and that's what led me to, okay, I'm gonna go to NFL. Okay, now I'm gonna go to NBA. All right, now what's next? Okay, different sports. People having requests for different sports. I'm like, okay, let's go into that. It's kind of like the dude Filet. He started with basketball, then started doing other sports, and you see how that's going for him. I want to be something like that, but I really think I have a talent as far as film is considered, as far as just creating and making scripts. And so I want to continue down that path and continue working that and to better myself in that space.
So how can people better support you? How tell us where to find you. Tell us some of the other different things that you have going on. That if it's things that we don't see just on the TikTok, IG, and Twitter.
So I'm in the process of getting my merch together. I definitely want that to be something that, like I said, number one, is something that I want to wear, and then I want to be something that other people want to rock. I've been getting a lot of requests for that, so I'm working on that, and I'm gonna get that out to you guys, the merch. And also I have a podcast, Built Different Podcast, with me and my boy King. So that's so if you go to my Instagram, you can see the name right there in the bio, the Built Different Podcast. It's on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and SoundCloud. So check that out. You just see me kind of like this, just talking different topics, sports, different topics in society, and we break down and stuff like that.
I think we left out when you talk about the air up a lot as well, but I see you always bringing in the Elite Donut. So I'm not sure if you wanted to shout them out as well before we head off.
Sure, yeah, and that's who that company was. Who they're based out in Texas, and that's who got me the Texas gear that led to me doing different schools. So yeah, they have a donut it's keto. So it's like I believe 11 grams of protein, depends on which one you're eating, but 11 grams of protein, and it's like 0 net carbs. And it tastes good. Obviously, it's keto and it's a donut, but so you give up a little bit as far as it's not Dunkin' Donuts, but it's good donut, good for you. You know, no carbs, guilt free. So check it out. I think my promo code should still work. I don't know. I think it's Go30, GO30. You can get it. You can go on their site, elitedonut.com, and go ahead and get you one. Get you a box. 30% off.
It's good as gone. As soon as you said that, you see, hey, I done lost me a 30 in the past few weeks, so I needed something to celebrate.
Might have to go check
All
it out.
right, yeah, go ahead. Treat yourself.
Buddy was smacking on that donut like a mug in that one video. Like so,
hey,
this.
Sometimes I do these without even eating breakfast, right? So I that was probably real. I was really eating that donut like I was hungry. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and do the video, so I'm like, man, I ain't ate breakfast or nothing.
All right. Well, hopefully, so we have this is on Inside Drills. We have Mr. Go 30 with me at Big Game James _36. At Freddie Stevenson's my guy Struggle Made 105. He kind of broke us through how it all started, how he got the name, how he started doing the breakdowns that's got the internet going nuts. He talked about his sponsors and really a great message that's counter to what a lot of people are talking about with social media. One thing we got to realize is all of this stuff is an algorithm. An algorithm basically shows you what you are subconsciously, whether you like it or not. It's who you are and who you're around. So if it's not positive enough, you need to go follow some more positive stuff or start clicking on some better things, such as his videos. We appreciate you coming on with us, bro. And anything that we can do to help you, including getting you some Wi-Fi, let us know, man. He just got booted out, but all right, man, guys, it's Inside Drills. Please like this, share this. SoundCloud, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, all those different things. Be sure to share our stuff, and again, be sure to go share our guests. Go check out what was the donut name again?
Elite Donuts.
Elite Donuts. Type in Go 30, get that 30% off. Make sure y'all support my man. And when he puts out his apparel, I said when he puts out his apparel, just make sure we go cop some gear. Make sure you have some garnet. We don't need all that orange, man. But yeah, that's